online classes of SRS at High School. Today I am going to start new lesson from history. The name of the lesson is South India. South India was ruled by many kingdoms or the empires, which were ruled from 3rd century to up to 13th century CE. From 3rd century to 3rd century BCE to 13th century CE, South India was ruled by many kingdoms. You are going to learn in detail about the kingdoms of the South India, or the South Indian dynasties. From this lesson, you will study in detail about the rule and also the growth of Shatavahana dynasty, or who founded the Shatavahana dynasty, and who are the rulers of the Shatavahana dynasty, what was the contribution given from Shatavahana rulers in South India. You will study in detail. Also, you will study about the Kadambas. Who are Kadambas? Kadambas were the first rulers who ruled in Karnataka. It was the first dynasty founded in Karnataka. You will learn about the rulers of the Kadamba dynasty and famous ruler of the Kadamba dynasty, and what was the contribution given from them in the field of the art, architecture, literature, and as well as their administrative measurements. Also, you will study about the Chalukyas. Chalukyas who ruled over Badami. Badami was the capital of the Chalukya Empire. They ruled most of the southern parts, including Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and also Andhra Pradesh. Most of the South Indian territories were acquired by Chalukya rulers. Among the Chalukya rulers, the Pulakeshin II was the famous and powerful ruler. You will learn about the rulers of the Chalukyas of Badami and also their administration and their contribution. Then one more South Indian dynasty was that the Pallavas. Pallavas also ruled. They made Kanchipuram as their capital, and they are given remarkable contribution in the field of the art and architecture. Then most important dynasty which was ruled in South India was Rashtrakutas. So Rashtrakutas who ruled in South India, including Andhra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and all these territories. You will learn in detail about the South Indian Kingdom. Why it is called as South Indian Kingdom? Kingdoms were established in South India. Dear students, you must remember that in the previous class we have been discussed about the rulers of the North India. There are many kingdoms and the dynasties established in North India. The Mauryan Empire was the first empire which was founded in North India. It was the first notable Hindu dynasty. After the Mauryans, it was ruled by the Gupta rulers. So Gupta dynasty is called as the rulers of the Guptas who have given contribution to make named as a golden era. So Guptas who ruled in the northern part of India, they extended the empire. When the northern empire was ruling by the Mauryans and also the Guptas, even many other Rajput rulers also who ruled over northern part of India. From the next year, you are going to study in detail about the North Indian kingdoms like the Rajputs and also the Delhi Sultanates and also the Mughals and so on. In this year, from history part, from the South Indian kingdom, you learn about the South Indian rulers, the South Indian kingdoms. Today, let us learn detail about the South Indian kingdoms. Among the South Indian kingdom, the first kingdom was the Shatavahanas. The first kingdom was Shatavahanas. The Shatavahana dynasty was founded in South India. So before we learn about the founder and also the other ruler of the Shatavahanas, let us learn about the introductory part of the lesson. Students, you must remember that the geographical factors are held responsible for the growth of the kingdom. So geographical features also very important for the richness of the kingdom and also for the climatic condition of the kingdom. Here the Vindhya mountain, it separates north and also the South India. Which mountain separate from north to South India? The Vindhya mountain. I think in physical features of India, you could study about the Western Ghats and also the Eastern Ghats. And also there are many mountains which are founded in the northern part of India, Himalaya mountain, Vindhya mountain, or many other. So the Vindhya mountain separates north and south India. When we draw the map of India, we are going to divide the whole India into southern part and northern part. Southern part and northern part. The southern part was ruled by most of the South Indian kingdom. So Kerala and Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, all these places. Okay, so most of the South India which is ruled by the Shatra, that is South Indian rulers. Vindhya mountain separates North and South India. Which mountain separates from North and South India? Vindhya mountain. Which area is called as that is Vindhya mountain? The area between Vindhya mountain and Kanyakumari in the south is called as the South India. So the area or the location or the place, we start from Vindhya mountain and also it up to Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari means it is very the South India. Okay, it's very important place. So Kanyakumari. The area between Vindhya mountain to Kanyakumari in south is called as the South India. Also it is called as the Deccan region. It is also called as Deccan region. Okay. So here, so the rulers who have ruled South India and also they are called as the South Indian rulers. The first South Indian dynasty was Shatavahana dynasty. There are many rulers who ruled the region of the Deccan. The region of the Deccan. And the South India was ruled by many kingdoms, namely Shatavahanas, Kadambas, Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, Pallavas, and also many others. Okay, so these rulers who ruled over South India or Deccan part of India. During their period, so there was remarkable development we have seen in South India. Especially they have given remarkable contribution in the field of the literature, art, painting, music and also the architecture. Okay, so it was reached its zenith. Here you are going to learn about the Shatavahanas and Kadambas, founder of the Shatavahana dynasty and Kadamba dynasty and Chalukya dynasty and Rashtrakuta dynasty and Pallava dynasty. Also you learn about the important ruler of these dynasties. So the rulers of the Shatavahanas, Kadamba and Rashtrakuta, Pallava and also the Chalukyas. And also you will learn about administration of the important rulers. What are the administrative measurements have been taken by these rulers? And the important, that is the changes what we have seen and which are the wars they conducted and how they conquered the territory, how they extended the empire and how they acquired the titles, how they got the titles, everything you learn in detail. Now let us learn about the Shatavahanas. Let us learn about the Shatavahanas. It is the first dynasty founded in Deccan. It was the first dynasty founded in Deccan or South India. They started their rule from 230 BCE to 220 CE. They started rule from 230 BCE to 220 the CE. The Shatavahanas established first dynasty in South India. Already I have told you that it was the first dynasty which was founded in South India, and also they were settled between the Godavari and Krishna river. Where they settled? They settled between river Godavari and Krishna. That including today Andhra Pradesh and Telangana and Maharashtra. Okay. These territories were ruled by Shatavahana rulers. Okay. And also, according to some sources, we used to collect information that even including Madhya Pradesh and also then Orissa and Andhra Pradesh and Kerala or many other places which was ruled that. Okay. Totally South India, it was the first South Indian dynasty, it was established that. So they settled, where they settled? Permanently they settled in between the Godavari and Krishna river. They were the vassals of the Chandragupta Maurya, and also they were paid tributes. You know that when Shatavahanas established the empire at that time, they were not an independent ruler. They were under the control of, under the that is the span of the Mauryan Empire. You must remember that the Mauryan Empire was a vast empire which was ruled in northern part of India. At that time, the rulers of the Mauryans, they have conducted the war and also the defeated the rulers and extended the empire. The rulers of the kingdom which were defeated by the Mauryans, they used to control from them, and they became the subordinates to them and contemporary rulers. And when they accepted their win, they used to give the tributes. They used to give the tributes. So, like at the beginning, Shatavahanas were just subdued. They are subjected. They are that is supported by the Mauryans. Okay, dear students, you must remember that the Shatavahana dynasty was the first dynasty which established in South India. Where they settled? They settled in between the river Godavari and also Krishna. And also they established their independent kingdom in South India, because they could not extend their empire, because at that time the Mauryan Empire was there. Okay. So who is the founder of the Shatavahana dynasty? Simukha was the founder of the Shatavahana dynasty. Simukha founded Shatavahana dynasty in 220 CE. Simukha was the founder of the Shatavahana dynasty. And also their capital was Python. Their capital was Python or Pratishthan. Pratishthan or Python was the capital of the Shatavahana. And also they made one more city called as Amaravati. Python and Amaravati were the capital of the Shatavahana dynasty. They extended their empire include Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Telangana, Maharashtra, so on. Okay. And also there are many rulers who ruled over South India. So among the Shatavahana rulers, the famous powerful ruler was Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Gautami Putra Shatakarni was the famous powerful ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty. Learning about the Gautami Putra Shatakarni, Gautami Putra, the Simukha was the founder of the Shatavahana dynasty, and the famous ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty was the Gautami Putra Shatakarni. So, the Gautami Putra Shatakarni has extended the empire by defeating the many neighboring rulers. The enemies who are with Shatavahana, that is Gautami Putra Shatakarni, he conducted the war against them, or he waged the war against them, and also they captured the territory. The most important, the war against the Shakas. Often Shakas were attacking, so he defeated the Shakas, and also he founded the, that is the new era, which is called as Shalivahana Shaka. It was a new calendar which was started by Shakas. So Shalivahana Shakas, it was inaugurated by Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Gautami Putra Shatakarni has conquered many places and extended the empire. He extended the empire in between Konkana and Berar, Saurashtra and Malwa. So by defeating the rulers of the neighboring territory, and he has extended the empire, his extended empire has shown the places like Konkana, Berar, Saurashtra and Malwa. Students, he already have told that he has conducted many wars, and also he was a great warrior, and also he extended the empire, and he was named and famous as the famous ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty. And the titles which has named him has the great ruler. He has got the title also. He has got the new title which were given from the ruler. So he has got the title. So among the titles of the Gautami Putra Shatakarni was Three Samudratraya Pita Vahana. Three Samudratraya Pita Vahana means he has extended the empire in three. That means Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal and also the Indian Ocean. Okay. by conquering the territories with the three that is the frontiers like Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and also the Indian Ocean. So that means so Karnataka and also Kerala, Maharashtra, and Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. All these places which were conquered by and also ruled by Gautamiputra Shatakarni. Also, he got the title that is Shata, that is Shatavahana Kulayasha Pratishtapanachara. Shatavahana, it belongs to the Shatavahana dynasty. Kulayasha is the, he belongs to that race or maybe clan. Okay, Shatavahana, Kulayasha, Pratishthapanakara. That means, so he has founded and made the Shatavahana Empire as the greatest. Okay, so he got another title called as the Shatavahana Kulayasha Pratisthapana Kara. It was another title acquired by Gautamiputra Shatakarni. So no extra information from your textbook about Gautamiputra Shatakarni because you have to study all about South Indian Kingdom. So in the higher classes you are going to study in detail what were the achievements of Gautamiputra Shatakarni and how he conducted the war, how he defeated the rulers and how he extended the empire. In detail you are going to study in higher grade. Now only the simple information they have given about the Gautamiputra Shatakarni. Okay, so you must remember that Gautamiputra Shatakarni was a famous and powerful ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty, and also he has extended the empire up to Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu, many other places also. So how he has defeated the territories and also got the name and got the title called as the Shatavahana Kulayasha Pratishthapanakara and also then Sri Samudrataya Pitavahana. So these titles were acquired by Gautamiputra Shatakarni. And also you must remember that the founder of the Shatavahana dynasty was Simuka and the last ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty was that is Yagna Shri Shata, that is Shatakarni. Yagna Shri Shatakarni was the last ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty. So he was weak and also inefficient and he could not control the enemies and as he could not control himself to conquer the territory. So finally he was the last ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty. After him it was declined. That means territory was captured by Shakas. Often Shakas were attacking. So because of the invasion of the Shakas, the Shatavahana kingdom was declined. Okay. Dear students, now let us discuss about the administration of the Shatavahana kingdom. Shatavahana rulers themselves, they followed the hierarchy and also autocrat and also it was a monarchy. The central administration was under the control of the union or kingdom. To look after the administration of the provinces or the states, they are divided the entire kingdom into many provinces. These provinces were called as the Janapadas. So to look after the Janapadas, some of the officials were appointed. So officials who were look after the provincial administration, they used to guide to the ruler also. Also, the administration was followed by the Janapadas, by the officials regarding the Janapadas, and the last unit of the administration was the village. Village was the last unit of the administration. Okay. Then the finally administration was followed, or that is central administration was followed by the Shatavahana rulers. Now let us discuss about the religious conditions of the Shatavahanas. Shatavahanas were following the Vedic religion. They were following the Vedic religion. They were very traditional in the following of the Vedic rituals and Vedic beliefs also. So Vedic rituals were followed by them and they were the followers of the Hinduism or Vedic religion, and also other than Vedic religion, they also given encouragement for the Buddhism and also the Jainism. There are many Buddhist monks and also Jain monks also who have encouraged by that is the Shatavahana rulers. So main religion of the Shatavahana dynasty was the Hinduism or the Vedic religion, and also other religions also encouraged from them, namely the Buddhism and also the Jainism. And also the religion condition, there are many religious performance and also the programs were launched by the Shatavahana ruler. What was the condition of the status of the woman during the period of the Shatavahanas? So there was a high status for the woman. Women held highest status in the society, and also she is having a liberty or freedom to take her own decision. Okay, for all the religious activities, so she could participate like men only. So that means she had got the that is good condition and also good status herself, and she got the freedom to participate any activities and also to take the decision. So the women's status was in high condition. Okay, and also she was not given any torture or any other thing. Totally she has got the liberty. Now let us discuss about the occupations of the Shatavahana dynasty. Shatavahana themselves they given importance for the agriculture also. So there are many farmers who lived. So farming was the main occupation. Other than the farming, many occupational workers were there. Many occupational workers were there. Who are the occupational workers? Fishermen, carpenters, weavers, blacksmiths, goldsmiths, and so on. Okay, so like there are many occupational workers were there, including farmer and goldsmith, carpenter, blacksmith, and weaver and spinner, fisherman, many others. These occupational work which was followed by the Shatavahana rulers. And also the next, what was the condition of the trade during the period of the Shatavahana? Trade was followed, and inland and also the inland trade also followed from them. The important trading centers are the Nasik, Kalyan, Broch, and also Bhatkal. Okay, Bhatkal, which is the coastal area, and inland the trading was followed from them. Main trading centers were Nasik, Kalyan, and Broch, and Bhatkala, including Maharashtra. All they have captured. What is the main language encouraged from them? Shatavahana's main language was Prakrit and Sanskrit. Prakrit and Sanskrit were the main languages which was encouraged and also used by the Shatavahana rulers. Not only that, they are also encouraged about the literature. They encouraged about the Sanskrit literature as well as the Prakrit literature. So, one of the great ruler belongs to the Shatavahana dynasty by name Hala. Hala himself, he was the scholar and as well as he was the ruler. Okay, he wrote the book in Prakrit called as Gatha Saptashati. Gatha Saptashati was a book written by Hala. Who was Hala? Hala was the ruler of the Shatavahana. Himself, he was the ruler and as well as he was the scholar. He wrote the Gatha Saptashati in Prakrit language, and even many other languages also developed, including Kannada also. Where the regions were extended in Karnataka, so those territories also encouraged the Kannada languages. Then already I have explained that, and also I have narrated that many contribution has given in the field of the art, architecture, and painting also. So Shatavahana has given encouragement for the building constructions like the temples, viharas, chaitalayas, many other. So they constructed many Hindu temples and also viharas and chaitalayas. So that means for Jains and also the Buddhists also. Okay, because I told you that other than the Vedic religion, even Jainism and Buddhism also developed for them. So here also the many temples and also the viharas and chaitalayas built from Shatavahanas. And important architectural place were Ajanta and Amaravati. So they are well known for the painting. They given importance for the development of the growth of the painting also. The Ajanta and Amaravati also famous for the painting of the Shatavahanas. And also Shatavahanas, they have given importance for the all-round development. All-round development. So they are the good administrators. Administration was in smooth condition, and for the decentralization of the administration, the kingdom was divided into many provinces. These provinces were called as the Janapadas, and many officials were appointed to look after the Janapadas. Okay, and the last unit of the administration was village. So the village administration used to look after by the self the government. self-government, how we call like panchayat, grama panchayat, like, okay. So self-administration was followed, or local administration was followed regarding the village, okay. So far we have been studied about the Shatavahana kingdom. So in this you are learned about the rulers of the Shatavahana, their administration, their contribution, their social, economic, and also the religious conditions. Okay, students. From the next chapter, we are going to study in detail about the Kadamba dynasty. So on this concept, I am going to give you some questions as open. You should write answer. Okay. Name the rulers of the Shatavahana dynasty. Which was the capital of the Shatavahana dynasty? Who was the founder of the Shatavahana dynasty? And explain about Gautami Putra Shatakarni. And who was the last ruler of the Shatavahana dynasty? Which are the religions encouraged by Shatavahana rulers? Name some of the dynasties which founded in South India. All these questions given as open, you should try to answer. Thank you.